Now at 11, over the last few months, Western Mass News has reported on several viral social media posts where a person claimed he or she and their families were followed in public places. Those posts often include the phrase human trafficking, but advocates say the process of forcing another person into sexual servitude involves a lot more than a kidnapping. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo spoke with a human trafficking victim, now an advocate, on the slippery slope that leads to misery for so many.
Let me just say this. I don't really hear too many stories of someone being snatched or chained up.
Audrey Morrissey knows what human trafficking typically looks like. Before she became a victim advocate with My Life, My Choice, she was a victim of human trafficking herself.
Human trafficking is real. It's real in Massachusetts.
According to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, there were 36 cases of human trafficking reported in Massachusetts in the first half of 2018. No data is available for the second half, but over the last 5 years, the number of human trafficking cases reported in the Bay State has been more than 50, consistently.
There are so many different tactics that pimps will use to recruit our young people. Most importantly, really targeting in and finding out what their vulnerabilities are.
Contrary to the recent viral social media posts, Morrissey says most human traffickers establish a rapport with their victims. She says by the time they're exploited, most victims have come to view their captor as an ally.
I will say seduction is the most powerful tactic to get someone to fall in love with you, and then to say, listen, I've been looking out for you. You know I've been taking care of you. If you could do this for me just once.
As Morrissey recalled in one recent case near Boston, a new relationship turned exploitative fast.
It was one of those approaches of, with these clothes that I brought you, let's take some pictures. I'll have some people come in and do your makeup. She didn't really realize that those photos were taken to be posted online.
The NHTH says the top venues for human trafficking in Massachusetts in 2018 were illegal massage operations, hotel-based operations, and escort services. One case a few years ago was busted at a Chicopee hotel.
So our detectives had realized that a female had been brought up from the Carolinas by another couple here to Chicopee against her will.
Wilkes says Chicopee police worked with other law enforcement agencies to investigate the case, which led to arrests.
Tough when someone is brought from where they live to a strange place and are forced to do things they don't want to do.
Whether the cases are from out of state or local, both Morrissey and Wilkes say many traffickers begin the seduction online and will say anything to keep it a secret.
Facebook, you have Messenger, you have Snapchat, you have Instagram with instant message. All of these platforms have a messaging system built into them.
Your parents don't need to know. They probably wouldn't let you see me anyway.
I wouldn't be as mean as your parents. I won't do those things to you.
What can parents look out for if they are starting to get suspicious?
Some of the red flags is the child running away from home. Is the child missing a lot of school? Does the child have expensive items that you can't afford to provide for the child?
And more importantly than monitoring what your child has is who they interact with, online and in person. As Morrissey says, the devil you know isn't always safer than the devil you don't.
A lot of times the pimp isn't a stranger. A lot of times the pimp is someone that lives right in the neighborhood. Sometimes the pimp is the guy that you think is her boyfriend that the parents let in and out of their home.
In Springfield, Audrey Russo, Western Mass News.